Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How is everybody today? Just wanted to stop by and do an energy update, see what's going on across the collective and how the energy is currently moving for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and just really sort of, I feel a little bit like energy is spinning. Like it feels like almost like it's tumbling around me at the moment, and at times it's like going, I don't even know what I'm really thinking or what I'm really feeling. It's like it's a cautious energy. It's tender. I'm feeling self-protective. I'm feeling like it is nurturing. I'm looking after myself, but it's almost like a protective energy. Like there's a level of worry underneath it. I'm going to put this on this Venus in Cancer energy. It does bring with it emotional ups and downs. But what we've got moving into, like Mars has moved into Leo, which is good. It's about setting goals and going after what you want. But if you don't really know what it is that you want, if you can't set your goal clearly, it can leave you feeling a little bit wishy-washy. Now the new moon has passed, so we're in the sort of the afterglow of the moon, where that was a little bit, that energy was a little bit, had a little bit of friction attached to it. But we should be moving into more focus on the other side. So let's have a look, Divine Feminine, and see how that all plays out for you. I hope I'm going to be able to get some real clarity, because honestly I feel like a little bit there's a little bit of cotton wool in the energy where it feels like it's a little bit hard to break through. Oh, I'm not kidding. Look, Two of Swords comes in straight up. This is what I'm talking about, and we'll break that down. But Two of Swords is that confusion, or it doesn't even feel like confusion. It just feels like a splitting of thoughts and trying to get into the idea that goes, what is my true, what's at the heart of the intuition of the matter. Queen of Wands comes in how we're showing up in the universe. In the soul space, we've got the Hangman. Look, that's not a surprise either, is it? We've got the challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands as the advice from Spirit, and the likely outcome is the Four of Wands. Okay, let's have a look under the deck. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Look, this does make sense. This is what I was kind of leaning into when I opened this reading, is the current energy is going to take some degree of will or inner strength. I called it a cautious energy or a self-protection energy, when we feel like the energy is going to move up and down and feel a little bit challenging about how to move forward. And this is kind of what this push is underneath. It takes some inner strength. It's like coming back into your own power in a way, and I know that sounds like a throwaway line and people say it a lot, but where have you been sacrificing, Divine Feminine? Where have you been handing it over to the point where you feel like you've been powerless? And why is this push coming through in feeling like you've got to lean on your inner strength, but in that energy it's self-protective, so it's worrying about your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And I get the feeling, Divine Feminine, you're pretty good at putting them on the back burner on any given day. And this is saying, I don't want you to do that, Divine Feminine. I want you to speak clearly about what you feel. And more than that, I want you to take action on it. In between time, we've got this moon energy. And the moon energy is about secrets, and it is about mysteries, and it's things that happen under the dark of night. But look, I'm just going to lean straight in. We've just had that black new moon in Taurus. Like I said, we're in the ends of that energy, so it comes up as an energy from underneath the deck, but it's still having an effect on us, right? And the energies I was speaking about were having some level of friction, that we've moved through some level of friction that required us to be in our strength and to really look after ourselves, what it is that we want and what we're going after. And then the Knight of Wands comes in, the other word I used, that we had to get focused, right? So the Knight of Wands comes in as a little bit of determination, or going after what we want, what's in our heart, what's in our passions, the things that we hold near and dear, the things that we have been self-protective about, the emotional ups and downs that we've had to push ourselves through, the mysteries that have been uncovered under this energy, that we now move forward and say, actually what I need to do is take action on what's going on here. And then, is that what I had? Yeah, I did. The next three over here. I put them back on top of the deck and I went, did I actually take cards out? Three of Pentacles, Nine of Hermit, and the Nine of Hermit. I actually said that. It's the Hermit. So the nine's obviously important. It's something that I was meant to sort of pay attention to there. And then the Eight of Swords. So Three of Pentacles in across the collective. This is a positive energy about coming back into foundation. So I get the feeling, Divine Feminine, we've been in like a bit of a washing machine of energy where sometimes we've felt really, really up and really on top of what we know to be true, what we want to go after, what feels like our foundational ideas, the things that are very, very grounding to us. And then we've had moments where we've just gone, this has been the time when it's down, where you just want to crawl into your cave, right? You don't want to face the world, you don't want to deal with people, you just want to sit with the divine and get answers. So it's like this idea that has been playing out between going, being really, really grounded and then being very, very insular. So, you know, some days it's very easy to go to the supermarket and buy shopping, and other days it's the most painful thing in the world to have to talk to the checkout chick. So it's like Eight of Swords is an energy then of going, you've gotten up, really up in your head about what's going on. I've got a funny feeling that in this energy, I'm going to say there's some disappointment playing out for Divine Feminine. It feels like, you know, the answers that you're getting, and after all of the work, after all of the push, after all the analysis, some of the answers that you're getting are quite disappointing. And you're sitting there scratching your head going, what just happened? I'm in a space of overthinking, and I really, really shouldn't be. I've been through a big process. I've used my strength. I've pushed through my emotions. I've moved through so many challenges. Why am I still up in this headspace in an overthinking energy? I'm going to say this is a push from the universe. Look at this, because we've got the Two of Swords come in as the push from the universe. So it could be that you're getting a couple of different lines of thinking, or you're going, should I stay, should I go, should I move forward, do I move backwards, do I take a step back? And at the moment it feels like intuition is not your most powerful ally. It's like you can't really trust your intuition. It feels like it's leading you astray a little bit, and instead what Spirit's asking you to do is, the last reading I did, it was like I said, it's like a ho-hum energy where you've just got to sit in the neutral space with it. I feel like it's starting to move out of that energy of neutrality, but as we start to settle into what's coming next, it's we want to feel grounded, we want to feel down to earth, we want to know that the things that we're going after, we go after with a level of confidence. And at the moment the universe is going, no, you're still in a level of neutrality, you're still in a level of shakedown, you still don't know truly what results are going to manifest. So it's you know, that Jupiter into Taurus energy, practical realist, visualize the results but have patience. So Spirit's saying still spend some time visualizing what you want, because look what's in the soul space here. I kind of skipped over the Queen of Wands, didn't I? But in the soul space we've got the Hanged Man. So Spirit's still saying there's that neutral space that I was referring to. It's going, take your time, spend time in meditation, spend time in visualization, journal, write things down, spend time in conversation, shake down what you need to shake down in order to move through with confidence in the world. This is what we're talking about. We want to be able to, you know, have high spirits and grand goals and go after what we want confidently. I often say, like, I look at the Queen of Wands and I think of Kim Kardashian. She just is unabashedly gone after what she wanted in life, and she's been knocked over, she's been tripped up, she's been criticized, she's been alienated, but yet she's still, you know, there's such a confidence about that woman that charges forward. And at times people might not like her unabashed confidence as she moved forward and went after what she wants, but this is what the Queen of Wands does. It's a creative energy. It goes, all right, I'm coming to the end of this scenario, this cycle, this window. What's next? I'm going to create something new. And under that energy, it can actually be, I get the feeling that's a very desired energy. Like you might have somebody looking in on you, wondering how you do it. How do you move out of the mud and then rise up clean? How do you do it? How do you keep reinventing? How do you keep reimagining? So that's sort of the energy that's, I get the feeling Divine Feminine is going through a reimagining of who they are and how they're moving forward. Let's have a look in the challenge position. See, this would ring true to that as well. And I had that Hermit card up, so I've got a couple of 9s out here, which is feeling to me like it's significant, like spirit. 9 is a pretty significant spiritual number. Look, 9 of Pentacles in the challenge space, like, again, I'm referring to this ideal of some level of rebirth of identity, like you're trying to figure out who you are, what you want, what you actually want to go after. So in that space, we're still in a neutral energy. It still has not come to a level of conclusion. And who has ever called you out for the way that you're moving forward? It's funny, it's like it's an energy of maybe you've been through a lot in life, right? But that energy is still playing out at you. So let's say, for example, you've had to deal with someone who either, cheated on you, stole from you, disappointed you in some way. I've got this heavy heart energy around being disappointed. But you keep rising up, managing to have faith in that person, managing to find love, managing to find a path forward. You keep managing to raise your spirit back to a space where you go, I can have another go at this, right? But in some way, it could even be like a gaslighting energy that's coming at you and going, they're behaving badly, but you're responding. Yes, you're responding from your triggers. Yes, you're responding from your traumas, but you're still responding to the moment that's happening. And it's like going, again, do I have to be let down again? Do I have to be disappointed again? And Spirit is going, keep fighting. There's a new day coming. There's a new passion coming. You're still in the neutral energy. So this space of being single or separate, or however this is manifested for you, even if you're in a connection and you're still just watching to see what's going on with the current energy, it is, divine feminine is really asking questions of her own identity. And it's like the things that people criticize you for, it's like, are they fair? Is it fair to be criticized for the things that I'm being criticized for? I just keep showing up. And like, if one road runs out of blacktop, I'll just build another blacktop. I'll just keep running on the bitumen. And like, if I run out of bitumen, I'll just make some more. Right? I'll just keep carving the path out for myself. Why is that something to be criticized over? Why is it that, how can you look at everything that I've been through and want to, like, you can see that situations are still currently playing out. I'm still struggling with things like disappointment. I'm still struggling with times I've been let down, cheated on, people have thieved, however you have been betrayed in these roles. And it's like you're going, I keep managing to overcome it. I keep managing to thrive and survive. Why does that piss you off? Why do you look at me and go that that's something I should be taken down for? Spirit's going very, very soon. It'll be something that you start to be celebrated for. Your tenacity, your creativity, your ability to reinvent, to bring something new to the table. Very soon this is something that's going to be celebrated. And, people will ask you, how did you do it? How did you keep reinventing when it seemed like it was impossible, that you'd run out of reinventions? You found another one. You found another burst of energy. You found another wind. You're running with an extra leg. However you want to phrase it, it's like you rise again, Divine Feminine. And here, Four of Wands is a likely outcome. Four of Wands, we love that when we're reading for twin flames in the collective, don't we? Because we've got this celebration of unions. This is the relationship side of twin flames here. I've got a couple of different cards play out. And here we go, Three of Pentacles. To me, that's, being on mission. When the Three of Pentacles comes into a twin flame mission, I go, righto, twin flames on mission. When I see the Four of Wands in there, we're going twin flames celebrating a physicality of their union. So it's not just a spiritual union, there's some kind of physicality to the union, and we're celebrating. We're having a reinvention of these unions, the way they operate, the way they move, the way they're calibrated. It all comes together to have more harmony, things to be excited about, things to celebrate. Let's have a look at divine masculine. Masculine energy as I just destroy everything on the table. Divine masculine energy. Now, let's make sure I'm holding them up the right way this time. So if they come out reverse, it's a genuine reverse. Although I always believe if I put them down reverse, they're meant to be reversed. So we just trust Spirit with what they want to tell us. I'm just going to put a little air on there. Oh, that's better. Okay, let's have a look. Divine Masculine, what's going on with you? It feels like a steady energy. I just want to say before we draw some cards, it feels like it's got a very, very steady baseline. It doesn't feel majorly disruptive. If anything, it's a little insular, but it's not horribly disruptive. Let's have a look. What do we got? Divine Masculine, King of Cups as the push from the universe. The Empress. See, this is what I'm picking up. It's pretty baseline for a masculine energy so far, isn't it? In the soul space. Ace of Cups. We've got in the challenge, we've got King of Pentacles. Look at all these strong masculine energies coming through. We've got the Three of Pentacles come through. Again, like I said, it feels pretty benign, doesn't it? Pretty baseline. And the Queen of Swords. This is an interesting little read, isn't it? What have we got under the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This might be specific to someone. I'm going to go on a specific story and then I'm going to go on a general story. This is someone who's walking away from a third party, very, very clearly walking away from a third party energy towards their Empress, because guess what? They are showing up in their own reading in their 3D space as the Emperor. Now look at this. I've got a third party energy here. I'm moving forward towards what? My Empress. This is a divine masculine who is dead set moving towards physical union with somebody. So that's a very specific story for someone. This person has been in a connection with someone else. If it's not someone else, it's something else. So when we talk about third parties, we talk about, is it their work? Is it an addiction? Is it a lifestyle? Is it a thought pattern? Is it a person? Whatever the third party energy is, this person is done with it. They're in their chariot and they're moving forward. Again, it's a very strong masculine energy, and the chariot is one of the most fast-paced energies in tarot, right? It moves ahead at a rate of knots. So we are looking at it. We've got the I kind of want to look at this cosmos energy sort of playing out here and go like it's almost like, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the right alignment, the right. It's like, I don't think the Empress knows that the Emperor's on his way just yet, but what he's doing is finalizing this energy. But this is a fast-paced energy. I suppose where I'm feeling the delay is feeling like it comes as an energy from underneath the deck, and I'm very, very attracted to what's happening with this star canopy here. I'm going to say that there's going to be, yeah, look, the Mars Leo energy would probably be very suggestive of this, right? It's highly spirited. It has grand goals and it goes after what it wants. So this chariot energy, I would suggest, falls into that Mars Leo energy. And to me, the Emperor is jumped in his chariot and he's going after his Empress. This is very indicative for somebody in particular that you've got an Emperor who's walking away from a third-party situation in order to come towards their Empress. This is a really good sign of a physical union for somebody. Here, we've got another energy that is, look, this is, look, it bodes kind of differently, but so I feel like that might be someone's specific story. Because this is more an energy of going, look at the mess I've made. I'm not going to take action on it. They're almost two very different energies. Like the Chariot and the Hangman kind of sit poles apart from each other, and I'm looking for the thread of connection, but Spirit's kind of telling me they're two different stories. This is someone specifically, that's so specific. I'm walking away from a third party to go towards my Empress, whereas this person is kind of like stuck in their sadness, looking to put their burden down for sure, but it's kind of like really marinating in what went wrong. marinating in what went wrong. And there's not a lot of forward momentum in that whatsoever. These are very slow, insular, pulled back energies. Couldn't be more different than what we've got going on over here. But the positive aspect to this story is we've got to the Ten of Wands. So even though the burden is really, really heavy, they're ready to put it down. Let's see how that plays out across the reading. King of Cups comes in as the push from the universe. And it's a little bit interesting that it sits there, because at first when it came out in the reading, I went, oh, that's a very benign energy to come through, Spirit. King of Cups is very benign on the Divine Masculine at the moment. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's very, very placid. It's very contemplative. It's not, you know, taking really dramatic action. But then I saw the Emperor next to it and I went, oh, we've got an Emperor really charging forward. So perhaps what we've got happening is we've got two scenarios playing out. Very specifically, we've got one Emperor who's sitting on the fence and one who's charging forward, perhaps. But for both Emperors, what we've got is fresh new starts in love, fresh new understandings. So even if this is your Emperor and he's still 1 foot in, 1 foot out, sitting on the fence, marinating over what to do about the energies that he's got going on, he's still moving forward. There's still a level of I'm understanding myself better. I want to chase a new level of love. I want to understand its nuances more. Self-love, divine love, love with twin, all of those energies are available under the Ace of Cups energy, and it is in the soul space. So regardless whether your Emperor is sitting on the fence or your Emperor is the one in the chariot charging towards you, both Emperors, or you know, whoever this energy represents, they are both evolving regardless. Even if this one is not driven to action, somebody's Emperor is definitely driven to action. And we do, look, see, we've got this King of Pentacles again, yet another king who's challenged us how to move forward, what plan to make. But here, look, the advice from Spirit is that all of these divine masculine energies are moving closer towards mission. The advice is they are moving closer towards mission, which is fantastic. It's our Three of Pentacles, which is the divine masculine, divine feminine. This energy drops down to the earth plane, and they are moving towards their union, their physical union, and moving towards mission, bringing through the energy so that they can do their work down here on the earth plane. So all of these masculine energies are definitely evolving. And we do have to me, it's a couple of different stories playing out. Why does that happen in twin flame reading is we all come together at different times. And however this push or this evolution is occurring, I'm going to say for some, this is definitely going to wind up in physical union. Definitely going to wind up in a physical union. For others, it's an evolution. The divine masculine has moved to another level of understanding. We even kind of had 3 levels sort of playing at that. It's kind of what I say. And there was definitely 2, there was split energies from underneath the deck. So it's pushing against the divine masculine with different intensities and different motivations, whereas one has got this dry, I must go forward, I must claim my Empress. The other energy is going, I'm going to marinate a little bit in the mess I made, but I'm ready to put the burden down. At the end of that hangman energy, I'm going to be ready to put my burden down. Excuse me. The likely outcome, Queen of Swords. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. And why I suggest that all of these divine masculine energies are evolving and moving forward. We do have this Ace of Cups in the soul space, but the Queen of Swords is going to communicate her truth. There's no bullshit here, right? So it's like if your divine masculine has evolved to another level, there's going to be no bullshit about that evolution. You'll feel it on some level. If your Emperor is coming towards you and he is evolved and set and settled and ready for physical union, you're going to know all about it. He's going to be able to communicate that free of any crap. You are just going to get the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and you will be ready to move on to the next layer of your connection. All of these divine masculine energies are moving to the next layer of the connection, whether it shows up as physical union and mission. We're all on mission. We're all in union, essentially. It's just degrees thereof. So don't panic. If your Emperor doesn't show up on the doorstep, he's on his way. You are going to get truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, as divine masculine evolves. Ooh, I like this energy. It's very focused, and I love it. It's a Mars in Leo thing, where it's like having grand goals, and he just goes after what he wants confidently, right? Confidently. This is a definite storyline for someone. Now, it's Divine Feminine is still a little bit in feeling self-protective because she's been through a lot. There's a lot of questions still to answer. So let's go. I want to say, I'm going to ask two questions. I'm going to ask one of the King of Cups and one of the Emperor. Let's even ask, because I kind of feel like these two guys are sitting side by side. This is divine masculines who are still evolving. This is one who wants to come forward. So what I want to do, I'm going to ask a question of what would this divine masculine say to divine feminine if they could, and what would this divine masculine say? Let's just get a couple of answers on that. So our King of Cups, King of Pentacles energy, what would they say to divine feminine if they could? See, look, I'm evolving, I'm evolving, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. What have we got? But not yet. But not yet. Let's have a look at the Emperor. I will ask more questions. I'm just getting a general feel. That's an Emperor in reverse. Let's see what we've got underneath it. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Cups. I love this, I love this, I love this. Look, I'm no longer worried. Like, the Emperor is in reverse, but the Nine of Swords in reverse is, to me, it's like going, and put the Ten of Cups over the top, right? If that just sat like that, I would have gone, oh, the Emperor's not worried. The Emperor's not worried. What is he not worried about? I'm not worried that the Emperor's in reverse there, because this, to me, with the scenario like this, with the Ten of Cups over the top of it, this is just someone who might be nervous about moving forward, but is not going to let nerves stop them. I just hear, when I sit here, the energy that's bouncing off it is, I'm not worried. I know what I want. And I know that I'm gonna be able to go after it. Am I a little nervous? Of course. What if you reject me? What if you're not interested? What if all of the above? But essentially, what I'm picking up is, I'm not worried. You are my Ten of Cups. Let's go forth and conquer. Let's just ask divine masculine across the collective. Just one more message for divine feminine. What would you tell divine feminine if you could? Just give us one more really significant message. What would you tell us if you could, divine masculine? We've got the Tower and the Sun. Oh my gosh, and the Strength card. Oh, how I want to say it. My love, my love, my love. Things often, like, it's darkest before the dawn, right? It's darkest before the dawn. But tomorrow the sun is going to... You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing, look to the east. Juliet is the least. It's that Romeo and Juliet idea of going, you know, like, it's even the Tower. You know, our families might keep us apart. Our finances might keep us apart. Distance might keep us apart. I'm crashing the Tower. Juliet is the east, she is the sun, she is the sunrise, however that phrase goes. It's like, I'm prepared to fall out of my tower. I'm prepared to move through whatever I need to move through. I can knock over whatever I need to knock over in order for the sun to rise on the, whatever the, however the, what do you call that? The foundation rests once the tower falls. I love towers. It's like it clears away the crap in order to build something new. But what divine masculine is saying is, I'll knock over whatever I need to knock over to bring something joyous into our life. That beautiful, abundant sun. Hold on, my love. Now get this, like the Strength card, you know, with the line there, clearly we can connect that to Leo. It's not a hard stretch, right? This energy, that Mars in Leo energy, is highly spirited. Grand goals. Go after what you want. Knock over whatever's in your way and go after all the happiness and joy that your heart desires. It's a beautiful energy. So that's a message to our divine feminine. Hold tight, my love. I'm on my way. I'm knocking over towers in order for the sun to rise again on our love. Hold tight, my love. I just keep hearing Juliet is the, I'm pretty sure he says Juliet is the east, or she is the sun, or something to that equation. All right, let's get some Divine Love Oracle. We've got 2 from 1. We've got Odyssey in reverse. Nice. And we've got the Beyond Connected. This is, you know, I'm not even worried about it. Let's just go this way. This is too clear, too specific, too spot on. I would slam dunk that someone in our lovely little Pink Diamond Guide Tarot crew is moving into physical union very, very soon, right? It is the energy of 2 from 1. We, you know, twin flames, we know the doctrine. We're from one point of origin. We are one energy living in 2 vessels, but the soul blueprint is the same. You light up DNA in each other for very specific reasons. Beyond Connected kind of reiterates that message, is that even when you're in separation, there's not nothing in the nothing. There's all this tethering that we can't see that keeps us bound to each other. What I love about this card coming out for Divine Masculine, it's the Odyssey card. It's the story. Look, I've written, if you can see it on here, masculinity, femininity, but you might have to search a little harder. You've got Penelope. Now, the story is of Penelope and Odysseus, and it's the return of Odysseus from the Trojan Wars, where he was traveling back to Penelope, and I'm pretty sure it was a 10-year journey, something to that effect. So it took a long time for Odysseus to return, and along the way he fought many, many challenges. Sea monsters, mythical creatures, all sorts of psychological mayhem. There was a lot going on, while Penelope was back in Greece. I can't think of it. Back in her homeland. Why can't I think of it? I love this story. Penelope was there, and she knew her husband was returning. She just had such solid faith, right, that her husband was returning. And other suitors came forward, and they tried to, you know, say Odysseus is dead, or whatever they needed to say, because she was royalty, right, and they wanted to marry her, right, and they wanted to take their place as king by her side. And she was like, no, my husband is coming back, my husband's coming back, my husband's coming back. And that when he came back, there was a level of deception to how he looked, and there was, what can I remember? See, this is the fog I'm in at the moment. I can't remember the details, but initially his identity was hidden from Penelope, but she knew it was her husband, and they were returned to each other's arms. They were returned to each other's love, and they were able to move forward together in their connection. Now, the Odyssey speaks of the return of the Divine Masculine to the patiently waiting Divine Feminine. That's the heart of the story. Forget that I get all the details in between wrong, right? And it might even be when Divine Masculine comes back, he might be unrecognizable to you, but you will know him, right? You will know him, and he will fight for you, and he will take his place by your side. This is specific for someone. Your Divine Masculine is returning for the point of physical union, where you move your connection to the next level. Don't think that's the end of the fun and games, though. You know, if you watch my channel, I speak clearly that union is not the end of the fun and games. It's just the next evolution of your connection as you learn and grow and move into mission. But for somebody, this evolution is on. And I'm going to say it will probably be over the next 2 weeks. We will find, and I'll hope you'll email me, write me, message me, whoever this is super relevant for, who goes, yes, that's my twin who came back. We are now in physical union. This is a specific story for someone. I hope it's you. I hope that this next chapter begins for you and the separation phase can end. If it's not for you, we'll stay in the game together. We'll keep fighting and checking energies and keep learning and growing and moving forward. And we're going to cheer on those twin flames who do come into union, because the more twins that come into union, the more it supports the collective, and the more likely the next lot of twins will come into union behind them. So let's cheer this on. Whoever this is, if it's you, I'm sending all my love and I'm so excited. If it's not, let's cheer these people on together as our collective come together and we get on mission to raise the frequency for our beautiful planet. I'm going to wrap it up here. Super excited. This was a beautiful read. And until I talk to you next time, I'm going to say, in faith, hope and love, it's bye from me for now.